is up, everyone? I am Tim. You guys know me.
What's going on? Jake with Uncommon EDC.
We are joined tonight by Andy Armstrong. Oh, wait. Pivot. We pivoted to Jacob. You guys know Jacob. What's up, Jacob?
How's it going, guys? How's everybody doing?
Pretty good.
This is like your third time on the show. You have been on the Just the Tip live stream more than anybody else. And
that's all right.
I appreciate you coming on here tonight. So it was supposed to be Andy Armstrong tonight, and then he texted me at like 4 o'clock this afternoon. He said, bro, I feel like crap. He said, I was going to try to power through, but it just keeps getting worse as the day goes on. So I reached out to Jacob last minute, and he was cool enough to do it. So thanks for joining us, buddy.
Absolutely. Excited to be here.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely appreciate it, especially the last minute.
Yeah.
Well, he let me know, and I looked at the clock, and I was like, I got 3 hours. So.
Yeah. Yeah. Because I know you were in the shop all day.
Yep.
And I was up there, and it's hot as shit, bro.
Today was really bad.
For sure.
Yeah.
It's been pouring down rain since you left. It hasn't done anything but rain. And
that's all it's done here, too.
And it's
every day.
It's nice, though. I can't complain because, I mean, it'll be 90 degrees out, and then as soon as it starts raining, it cools off a good 10 degrees. So,
yeah, we've been pretty warm, but no rain. No rain at all.
Oh, it's rained every day. Thunder and my dog's freaking out, like right up under me. That's what it is in July and August in the South. Every day you're going to get some of it.
Nice. Yeah.
So I see Randy, I see Blue-Eye Ninja, the best moderators on YouTube. You guys go subscribe to them if you are not already. Weld and Carrie, what's up, brother?
Looks like just hit 220 subs, so huge congrats to him. If you're not already subscribed, make sure to go over there and give him your subscription as well.
Who did?
Weld and Carrie.
Oh, nice. All
right.
Izzy, I see Izzy, Mad Duchess, Jeff Jackson, Pocket EVC.
Yeah, I was just talking to Kevin, Armageddon Outdoors, here in the chat, and he mentioned here he used your discount code. He ordered the Otter Creek yesterday.
Did you? Bro, that thing is so good. So good. Mine's got like a little here, let me pop this up there. Mine's got like a little bullseye sort of grain going on. Isn't that freaking cool? The pile side's nothing really, but that is cool as shit. So yeah, this is a good one. This is one of my favorites so far. And I've heard
camera was doing that thing where it blurs out when you get full screen.
Yeah, it's blurry.
Always got the worst timing.
Am I clear now?
No.
No.
So blurry.
No.
What?
We can hear you though.
Well, anyway, some people said they don't like the little otter print on the bolster.
Right.
On that Otter Creek. I dig it. I think it's kind of cool. But I saw some people say that
not a huge fan of it. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of really anything on the bolster. I guess every once in a while that classic like Barlow stamp in cursive is okay if it's an older knife, but I'd prefer just a plain bolster also. Doesn't bother me either. It's not a deal breaker.
But plain bolster.
Hang on. You guys carry on. It's because it switched my network from one to another. Let me switch over to the other network.
All right, for sure. For sure. So what's new with you, Jacob?
Well, all of Tim's stuff.
Is that any better?
Snooks. I just finished the first run of those up about 3 or 4 hours ago.
Nice.
Yep.
So those are going to be releasing pretty soon, right?
Yep. So this is the pistachio and blue. You can see now it's got the Blackwater logo on there. The bee with the fish.
Yep, that's cool.
Yep, and it's really defined too. It's really nice. But that's the pistachio, and then sheath, and they're going to come with the standard belt loops that I send. And then there is the ultraviolet.
Yeah. Love that one. Great color.
And this has got the, it's hard to see in here with the light, but the day glow liners.
Right.
You can kind of see it up at the front here. And those are really cool.
And it's hard to.
And they look a little bit green, but they're more yellowy, right?
In a brighter light, yeah. But the purple absorbs a lot of that light. It absorbs a lot of the darkness from the purple, so it definitely kind of looks green.
And it's hard to tell that those that purple is linen micarta. Like,
it looks like canvas, but just a finer thread count. That's all.
Right.
And then this is the special of the class there.
Yeah, jungle wear, fat carbon.
Jungle wear, and then blue liners.
And that's the Nitro V.
Nitro V, yep.
Dude, that's freaking hot.
It's really nice.
Yeah.
This jungle wear stuff is my favorite.
Yeah, it looks great. And I know you have the website already up, so I went ahead and posted the link to there. There's no listing or anything, no pictures of all of the models yet, but when it is dropping, that's where you'll be able to find it.
Yeah, so what you guys need to do is go to the website, blackwaternifeco.com, sign up for the newsletter. So I'm going to do a couple videos leading up to it, you know what I mean? I'll show the knives, I'll announce the drop. But if you want to know exactly the day and time that they're going to drop, what I'm going to do is send a newsletter blast out to everybody, just like Jacob does for Very Good Knife Company,
right?
And tell you exactly the day and time. Because look, there's only 6 of them. We're only dropping 6. I had no idea how they were going to do. And of course, Jacob is just a one-man shop. Everything is done by hand, all of it. They're basically custom knives, except, there's 2 of each. So we didn't want to go crazy and do like 20 of them or something. So
right.
You need to know what time they're going to drop, because I have a feeling they're going to go in quickly.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Pretty quickly. Sure.
This is the first anything from Very Good with another stamp on it. And this is the first from Blackwater.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you're a collector, you know not to pass stuff like that.
Yeah.
I think first edition, stuff like that. Maybe it gets pigged, maybe it doesn't. But, if you got one of those Mickey Mantle rookie cards, then...
Yeah. Yeah.
You're doing all right.
Yeah, so Izzy says, I'm sure 6 is not going to be enough.
Nope.
Baby steps. We're going to, if they go quick and people want the same ones, then we'll just follow it up with another run. Of course, all of it is, Jacob's got a business to run too, right? So we'll follow it up with another run, and we might do the exact same one. Or if people say, give us something new, we'll look at 3 different variants. And then I've got other designs ready to go. The next one's already ready, pretty much ready to go. I mean, we haven't worked it out, but it's drawn out and spec'd out and ready to go. So what's the price going to be? It's going to be less than the Benchmade Narrows, more than a Rough Rider. Somewhere in there. Somewhere.
Okay.
Somewhere between 20 and 500. No.
That's a big spectrum.
No, they're going to be, I don't know. The first 2 are going to be under $200. So let's see. Hang on. So probably like $189, $199, and then maybe like $239 or $249 for the fat carbon. So really affordable, and that's those are ridiculously low prices for handmade USA made knives. So, and, so we'll see.
And then Groundfog was asking if you have a separate channel for Blackwater, but you're doing everything on your channel for it, right?
I'm doing it all on my channel. I don't even have an email set up for, that says blackwaternifeco@gmail.com. I haven't even made that yet. Right. So
come on, man.
Yeah, I mean, I will. I just, wanted to get the website up. And if you go to the website, it looks great on a computer monitor, on a laptop or something. When you try to go on mobile, it doesn't look as good because I'm still trying to figure it out. I mean, I made the website too, so.
Right. And then Casey's Outdoor World said, hope my super chat went through. My StreamYard is still being weird when I'm on your StreamYard. When I'm a guest, I can't see that kind of stuff, so I may have missed it. So I just pinned that one, but if it came through for you.
I did not see anything, Casey, but I appreciate it. I'm scrolling back through now.
Yeah.
Blackwater. Why has it got to be Blackwater?
Also, the consensus is the Rough Rider to Benchmade Narrows is the dickest answer possible.
Yeah, I see that. That is the dickest answer possible. Yeah, so it's going to be priced somewhere between a Rough Rider and a Benchmade Narrows. No, we're $189 for the one without liners, which is the that one that I'm calling Fistachio because it's pistachio and blue, so I'm calling that one the Fistachio. That's pistachio and blue linen micarta with no liners. So that one's probably going to be $189, and then the one that I'm calling Ultraviolet, which is the violet linen micarta with the Dayglow liners, is going to be like $199 or $209, something like that. A little bit more because it has liners, so a little bit more work. And then the Fat Carbon with Nitro V is, let's see, probably $249, something like that. So,
gotcha.
Yeah.
And if Rich orders one, will you spray it with some cologne, or does cologne come with it?
Yeah, I'll send you. Yeah, if you get one, Rich, I'll throw in a bottle of cologne just for you, so you don't smell like ass anymore. Because I know you smell like ass. I know you smell like ass. So yeah, Blackwater is the name of a river near me, and if you've ever been to Northwest Florida or to the Panhandle, the river water is black. It's like this color. It's like tea color from all the tannin in the water.
It's all brackish water, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah, but it's literally that color right there. It's black. It's from all the leaves and pine straw and shit that gets in the water and leaches out into the water, and it turns it like tea colored. So
right, Kydex sheaths on that, right?
Yep, Kydex sheets.
What's the clip option?
It's going
to come with the vertical, which also I also provide 2 belt loops with this. So I'll have the vertical and then another Kydex for a scout carry.
Nice. And it looks like there's enough holes that it's pretty much universal for whatever clip you want to put on there.
If it's Tech-Lock large and small, I run on 1/2-inch centers. For the small Tech-Lock, it's 1/2-inch spacing, and then for the large Tech-Lock, it's 3/4-inch spacing. So
perfect.
Yeah. So they're Tech-Lock compatible. They're also Ulti-Clip compatible. I like to run mine with the Ulti-Clip Slim 3.3.
Yep.
And then front pocket carry it. And so that one is about the same. Well, it's a little bit bigger than this one, but the snook is 7.25 inches. So fits perfectly in the front pocket. I was going to offer an Ulti-Clip upgrade, but I mean, it's just as easy if you want an Ulti-Clip.
Right.
You can just get one. But that's how I like to run them. And if I'm not running it like that and carrying it front pocket,
I've had people ask me, why don't I put those soft, the rubberized nylon loops,
right?
And then an Ulti-Clip or a Tech-Lock option. It's like, well, I mean, people that don't want that, it's not going to sell it any easier. And then they cost, Tech-Locks are like $10 or $12 a piece, even if you buy like 100 of them. So,
right.
So then do that math. No, I'm good. You guys can buy it.
Yeah, exactly. So
and the Kydex belt loops aren't that great, but I mean they're plenty durable and they'll last a long time. But they're made universal to fit anything up to a 2-inch belt. So the biggest thing with that is you know, you want to be able to carry a knife right out of the box. So if it doesn't have a belt loop, there's a whole bunch of knives, custom knives too, that just come with a blank Kydex sheath, which is okay. You know, if you got an extra Tech-Lock or Ulti-Clip hanging around, which most of us do, you know.
I have a little bin full of those extras, like the belt loops and stuff that I've removed, Tech-Locks, Ulti-Clips.
Yeah, there's something somewhere. So, you know, it's not that big of a deal, but maybe you don't have access to that stuff. You just want to be able to put it on right out of the box. So.
Byron, that word you're looking for is purple. I know you love purple. He won't even say purple. He won't even say the word purple.
It reminds me of the Lakers color. You know, they're purple and gold, but they call it Forum Blue and Gold originally.
Forum Blue? I didn't know.
Because they didn't want to call it purple.
Yeah, so
that's funny.
A couple people in the chat were asking, what about the thumbnail for the live? I did change it at the last minute. So Andy texted me and said he was feeling like crap and he was going to try to power through, but it was getting worse as the day went on. And I absolutely understand that, because when I got back from Very Good Knife Company that 4th of July weekend, I was sick for like 2 weeks. So I don't know if it's going around, but yeah, Andy's feeling like crap. So we're just going to reschedule him. So Jacob was kind enough to come on here at the last minute.
Yeah, I did update on mine, but I see that sometimes even when I change my own thumbnails on videos, if I'll like go into the YouTube app, it takes a while for them to change. Yeah, unfortunately. But yeah, these can be rough when you're sick. I remember I did the Carry Culture podcast a day or 2 days after California Custom Knife Show, and I was so sick that I slept up until like 15 minutes before we recorded it, woke up, did it, don't remember anything from it, and then just slept for like 16 hours straight afterwards. And
everybody want to talk when you're sick.
Yeah, it's rough.
Hey, Anthony, I will not say no to that. If you want to send them, just shoot me an email and we'll hook that up. I'll send you some shipping or whatever. Maybe I'll throw in a Tech-Lock. But, you know, I think the Kydex sheath with the 2 separate belt loops and the price that we're offering them is just, I mean, you cannot beat it. You can't. You just can't. So
that was the weirdest swag that I got at Blade Show. I went to a booth and they gave me a bunch of Tech-Locks and mounting options for them, or mounting screws and stuff for them. But I didn't buy anything. They were just like, "Hey, do you want some of these Tech-Locks?"
Yeah,
it's kind of cool. So I have some of those.
I've got a few of them around.
Where was that at?
At Blade Show. It was one of the booths. I forget which one. I can't remember her name. Yeah, and
I went and bought a bunch of those Ulti-Clips though. They were
it was a booth that did a lot of non-metallic knives to get like past security and stuff like that.
Oh, that was in the baller room, wasn't it?
Might have been
the G10 knives. Maybe it wasn't. I want to say it was in the baller room.
Yeah, but with the Tech-Locks, they had plastic screws so that they also wouldn't be metallic.
Gotcha.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
They did have a good deal on those Ulti-Clip. How many did you end up buying when you were there? I got 4 of them.
I think I got 5 of them.
Did you?
I bought 5, yeah.
They were like 10 or 12 bucks or something.
Yeah, and I got 1 left.
Yeah.
I only used 1. I got 1 for myself, and then I got 1 in my backpack, and then like right off the bat, I had 3 people. Hey, I want an Ulti-Clip.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
so
I'm not out much.
You have any Huntsman knives laying around there you can show us?
Yeah, I just finished the first 3. Well, Gabe's is the first one, but this is the first one that is box ready. It's got the nylon dropper. It's Gabe's style. And then I went with this super thick 1/8" Kydex because in my experience with this kind of stuff, they always bend and deform. But anyhow.
Damn.
Yeah, and then it's got the Huntsman stamp on it.
Nice. Yeah, that one's a beast.
Yep, and it's got a big giant guard on it.
So if you guys don't know this one, this is Gabriel from the last Huntsman Outdoors. That's his design. And you're going to be selling those from your website, right?
Yep. Yeah, I'll be selling these. And then 5% of every one of these knives is going to go to Gabe too.
Nice.
And then there's the black one. Black
Now, are
pretty
those
awesome?
What's the blade stock thickness on that thing?
It's 3/16. Same as the Walkabout, same as the Adventure, the Lineman, the Tradition. I use that thickness for a lot of stuff. And then this is the green one. It's just like, this is Gabe's style right here. I'm sure Gabe's here. He might be, he might not be.
Yeah, he pops in and out sometimes. Yeah, I've seen him in the chat.
But it's got the exposed pommel in there, the smasher end. Yeah, they're pretty awesome knives.
For sure.
And the first one that I did for Gabe, that's the one that he's done his videos with. It's a green one. And I didn't get to play with it much. I just made it, and I wanted to see what it felt like. And I went out and cut one tree, and it did it in like 30 seconds. I got a video of it.
And now, is that got a hollow grind?
No, it's a big old high saber grind, flat grind. And it goes up pretty tall, but it's not. I mean, there's a ton of spine on this knife.
Yeah,
a ton. It's about a 1/2 inch cheek up top, and then it widens out into here, and this thing chops way out of its size.
Yeah,
it just does really, really, really good. And
what's
I haven't
the
even gotten to play with it.
What's the overall length on that one?
It's about it's just over 12.5 inches, like 12.6, and it's got about a 6.5 inch blade, about a 6-inch handle.
Nice. And what type of volume are you going to be releasing of that one?
20.
20.
Yep.
Nice.
I've got 20 of them going. So the black one and the Nat one are Gabe's, and those are going to him. One of them's going to go to John at Heavy Set Tacticool. One of them's going to go to Jacob Peterson. And then one of them is going to eventually go to Scab. So there'll be
very nice. 3
of them getting out. He's got the green one, so he wants a black one and a tan one, so he'll have the trio. And then he's going to send them out. And then August 23rd, I'll be dropping 20 of them. So the inner
very nice
grip distance on the Huntsman handle. Well, I haven't measured it, honestly.
It's got to be like 4.5.
Right here, or I'm guessing lengthways.
Yeah, from
4 and 3/4.
Yeah,
maybe 5. Maybe 5. I don't have big hands, but I mean a whole nother finger. Okay, let's see.
It came out of nowhere.
Yeah,
look at the neck is on it.
Yeah, it's about 4 3/4, what I would guess.
Yeah, that's
awesome.
That's gonna fit.
I can't tell. You guys can tell.
Yeah, that's gonna fit just about every hand except Donnie.
Yeah, and it's got a so the original that he sent me was made by Bear Forest, and I played with it a little bit too, and it was pretty good. It just needed a little bit of refining, and I won't like nitpick it because I mean, it was just the first runoff of his design. So so I just changed a few things, and one of them that I changed was I put a lot more curvature in this rear choil right here. And it really allows you to get a 3-finger grip and choke back on it.
Yeah.
And lengthen the whole thing up, and it chops it chops like a hand axe. It really does. It's really, really, really heavy. The whole knife weighs 1.032 pounds, so it's hefty. And the entire unit, belt loop and all, Kydex sheath and all, is 1 pound 5 ounces. So It's definitely purpose built for the woods. And to
Yeah, my knife is like a little peanut.
Stuff.
It's like a peanut next to that thing.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a beast.
Yep, it is a beast. That's what you wanted. That's what it's supposed to be. Extra handle so you can move around. Another thing that I changed was I went with the flat side handles. Of course, that's how I do pretty much all my knives is flat. And I only contour the edges with a round over bit on the router. So, I mean, and that's all I do with mine. And I did that because it, right off the bat, as soon as I started chopping with the original, and it had a more contoured handle, hand finished, and it was rounded, and it felt good when you grabbed it. And this one might not feel quite as good when you just grab hold of it, but when you start using it, this one will not move at all. So the other one, right off the bat, the harder you're squeezing to keep a knife from moving, the faster you get arm pump wear out. And in 2 or 3 swings, you could go from having a firm grip on something to letting it fly because you're not squeezing anymore.
Right.
That's a big thing with riding dirt bikes. Is arm pump. You get arm pump on the track for squeezing. Most of the time that comes from not being comfortable on the bike or front end having issues. But, when you're not squeezing, or when you're squeezing so much, your forearms will swell up and cut off blood, and your arm will go numb, and you can't hold on to something. So the less you have to squeeze something to keep it from moving in a way that you don't want it to.
Jacob was saying with the rounded handles, when he was chopping it, wanted to roll in his hand, and with those flat sides, it indexed better, and it just didn't move on him when he was chopping. So,
definitely.
And then I think he might have mentioned it when he was on the show, but have you guys talked about price point on that one?
Yeah, those are going to sell for $369, $370.
Yeah, that's a good price too. That's a hell of a
good price. It's a good price. I've seen a few people comment on a couple of Gabe's videos saying that's a little bit high, but it's low for handmade.
Yeah,
it's way low.
Yeah.
But I'm making money, so we'll be all right. I'm not out to make a killing, man. I Gabe's wanting to get his design out there, and I would love to just be able to put 20 of his knives in the hands of 20 people that are, diehard followers of Last Huntsman Outdoors.
Right.
So that's more important.
For sure.
Yeah. No, when you go and I see some dudes that are hand making knives, and it's really just look, after being in the shop there and seeing what you do and how you do it, and then I see the stuff that some other people are putting out. It's like they take a blank, they put an edge on it, and then they literally slap a square piece of G10 on it that's not even, textured around the tang. It's just literally a square piece of G10.
Yep.
And we're selling that shit for $250.
Yeah, so I'm really, really happy that you guys, or that you got to come up and film all that, because until you really get in the shop with somebody that's been doing it as long and as much as I have, you can't put your finger on what it is that you're not seeing in these knives until you see how much it doesn't take to just finish them a little better. And that's one thing that irks me about the custom industry. And you see these people that are selling knives for the Me Too prices of like $300 and $400, and they're just finished to like 60 grit. Every piece of them is just rough. Now, there's some makers that glorify the rougher finish. Like a rough grind with a stonewash finish looks good. As long as 1 or 2 of the surfaces are finished, and then it's, the stonewash looks really nice with a rough grind. The black will fill in those deep scratches, and it kind of looks cool. But then how much effort did you really put into it then? Because, you know, if you want to talk like 60 grit finish, I can do that shit in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Why would I charge, you know, 4 times what it should be worth for less work?
Oh, because the whole,
You know,
that's just how the whole industry has gone. I mean, there's a lot of guys that, like you and I were talking about, they literally don't do anything except put an edge on it and put a handle on it. Everything else is contracted out, right? Yeah. They send it off.
Right. That's another thing with all these custom makers now is so they're sending it off for heat treating, but they're not even getting the blade until it's been laser jet or water jet cut out and heat treated. So then they get it. All they got to do is grind it and then put someone else's scales on it.
That's it.
What are you doing?
Exactly.
But then, you know, it's really touchy, man. It's really touchy because you don't want to step on too damn many people's toes. And
no,
I think there's a ton of really good makers out there. Primitive Bear Knives is doing really good stuff, and I like his prices. There's nothing wrong with it. And then there's a lot of good makers out there, but then there's guys selling stuff like the Primitive Bear stuff. And I mean, honestly, if they didn't have the stamp, some of them you couldn't tell apart because they're using the same scales from the same people. They're all made by the same people. So I mean, the only difference is the blade. Well, I mean, how many different things can you do with a blade before they all become the same? You know, once everybody reaches the same level of cleanliness, of being able to do it clean and tight and professional, you know, then, you know, once everybody's using the same scales, can you tell them apart? The only difference is
yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
But you know, there's guys selling stuff like that for $500, $600, $800. One of those things that, I mean, when you were here, we were just going over that whole Rancher Blades thing, selling 80 CRV2 under the name of 1080 CRV, which is wrong.
Made up.
But, you know, it's not false per se, but he's converging 2 different names for the steel, you know, to just make it seem different. And then charging $800-900 for water jet cut 80 CRV2. So I saw a couple questions pop up there that I didn't get to answer, but I think it was Anna's. Anyway, yeah, everything is done in-house, 100%, everything. I don't send out anything for heat treat. I don't even use water jet. I would like to, honestly. Sometimes, you know, running through blades with the grinder is just not fun. But
did you get Jacob, did you get the other grinder set up? Are you running 2 of them now?
I did, and you know what? I didn't just put into account how much setup there is. It took me a whole day to get, you know, every time I'd start, I started making knives in 2009. We went full time in 2010. That's how long. And I've not done anything but I worked 6 months. Well, I worked about a year in tree service with a buddy. But that was a side gig. I was still doing knives. But anyhow, where was I? Everything done.
Grinder setup.
Oh yeah, the grinder. So I got the grinder in. It came in all different pieces, and then the main grinder came in, and it was like 115 pounds. And I had told the FedEx guy, he's kind of funny. I don't know if he thinks that I don't respect his strength or something, but I told him that I had a big one coming, and he kind of got offended. Like, I can handle that shit. When he brought the grinder, it was 114 pounds. Set it right there on the box. He didn't say a damn word. He brought it, dropped it at my feet, huffing and puffing. And then I carried it in the shop and regretted it for a couple of days.
Yeah.
That was not fun. But then I got it all set up, and I just changed it around here and there, and trying to get like all my water buckets and a new dust collection bucket. And I don't know, you just start using it. And one thing that I did with my old grinder was put a a dust plate off the back that I had to just custom make because it likes to fling dust onto your head. So, and I didn't think about that. I just started grinding with it, and I've got shit in my hair, and I'm oh my god, got to make a dust plate. So,
well, and that video that I made showing the snook being made from beginning to end, that was like a 30-minute video. That's a 2-day process, people. You know what I mean? I just showed little bits, like a tiny little piece of each step. Like now we're doing this, now we're doing this. But the whole thing, it takes 2 days. You know, you got to heat treat it, temper it, the whole damn thing. So, I mean,
heat treat takes the longest.
Yeah. And it's all done in-house. And so all of that for, you know, the prices, you can't beat it. I mean, it's a custom knife for under $250. Made in the USA, by hand, in-house. What the hell do you want? Go buy a Benchmade and arrows. Anyway, don't get me started on Benchmade.
There's plenty of other good makers to support. Maybe they're a little more expensive, but they're worth it. They're worth it.
There's no doubt.
Yeah. I want to take a sec to shout out Beef for Baron too. Thank you again.
Yeah.
Always coming with the donos. Really appreciate you.
Thank you, Beef. Hey, Beef, I don't know. Are you still here? Is he still here?
That was pretty recent, 6:36, so probably.
We'll wait. Drop something in the chat if you're still here. I want to show him the purple one because I don't think he was here early, and I know Beef likes the purple. I think he was the one that said, "Are you going to make a purple monster drink version?" And I was like, you know what? I need to make a. He's like, you got to do purple monster drink, and I was like, you know what? I kind of do. And then Jacob was like, hey man, I got this this Dayglow liner. What do you think would go good with that? And I was like, oh, purple, of course. So if he's still here, I wanted to show him that, but he might be working. I think he works nights.
Gotcha.
Armageddon asked what hardness I go for. For the ADCRB2, max hardness from my process is about 61.5 to 62. 62 is unlikely unless I get oil a little hot, which I try to avoid. I like 61.5, and then I'll back it off down to about 60.5 to 61, somewhere in there. That's where I like my ADCRB2. And then for the Nitro V, it's right around 62. I'll run it up to the best hardness I can get, which is about 63.
Yeah.
And then I'll drop it down to 62. That's where I like it. Performs well.
Yeah. Holds an edge.
Yep.
Still maintains its toughness.
Yeah, it holds an edge really good.
Yeah. Nitro V is good shit. I don't know. A lot of makers use it. I think Laren Thomas was saying that it's actually one of his favorite steels.
Yeah.
Was Nitro V.
Yeah, there's a lot of makers that use it. It's pretty popular. But, I mean, nothing's half as popular as MagnaCut has been.
Yeah, I mean, that's true.
I mean, seriously, though, for the price and how much people have bought into it, and, I mean, some people have just fully dedicated their entire regime to MagnaCut. Everything. Yeah. So, and it's expensive. It's stupid expensive.
It is stupid expensive. And that's why every knife that has MagnaCut on it, you're paying out the ass for it.
Yeah.
But
yeah, no, I'm not buying into it. I'm just not.
Yeah.
Don't care.
I don't know. I like what we got. I think we're gonna do good with it.
Oh,
so what about, so you're still gonna be working on Huntsman's for a while, right?
Oh yeah.
Up until
so I've got 20 of them to make, and like I said, these the black one and the nat one don't even count. The green one is one of the 20.
Yeah.
Gabe's got the first green one. So then the nat one and the black one here are the extras, and those are all going to him. So I've got 20 other than that, and so far I've got and I've actually got 2 of them in heat treat right now. They should be going off. Yeah, but I'm trying to stay on top of, and I've got a bunch to do. But
That's
it's
a
not
lot of
that
grinding.
bad. If I do 5 a week, if I finish and box 5 a week of the Huntsman, just the Huntsman, then by the Friday of the 23rd, I'll have 20. So, but I'm going to try and dedicate the last 2 weeks of this next 4 weeks.
I think
to
Ant
just
was
Huntsman.
late. Ant was late to the show. Show him what we're talking about here. We're talking about the Huntsman.
Okay. This is a new one. Designed by Gabe of the Last Huntsman Outdoors YouTube channel. This is a little pull off of a kind of a Becker PK7 handle with the exposed pommel, and then Canadian SMOKY smatch it type design on the blade with a high saber, flat grind, beefy 3/16 stock, flat side scale so it doesn't rotate. Lanyard hole. It's a pretty awesome blade.
And those are, you're just doing natural micarta, black, and green.
Matte. Yep. Black. And then green.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, Ant, that was designed by Gabe from the Last Huntsman Outdoors, but they're going to be sold through the Very Good Knife Company website, right? So,
yep. Correct.
Yeah. And then show them the snook. You got the sitting there. So this was my design that Jacob made. This is the Blackwater Knife Company snook, and that's going to be sold through my website, which is blackwaternifeco.com. That's Nitro V, Jungle Wear, Fat Carbon, Blue G10, 1/8 inch. 1/8 inch, is that right? Blade stock?
1/8 inch blade stock. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So that's that one.
Kind of a spear point with a swedgy. And then we got the violet linen micarta with that's kind of a Dayglow yellow, but the light. So there's that one. And then one more version of that one, which is pistachio and blue layered linen micarta. So those will be from my website coming soon.
Yep.
So that's what we're talking about. Now you're caught up. So
indeed.
So Jacob makes his own knives. Yeah, best thing to do, Ant, is go to the website there, blackwaternifeco.com, and sign up for the newsletter. And then I'm going to send out a newsletter for the drop announcement. And on my YouTube channel, I am also going to, I'll do a couple videos, but if you want to know date and time of the drop, you need to sign up for the newsletter because there's not a bunch of them on this first drop, and they're going to go pretty quick. I have a feeling. I hope.
So are you still going to shoot for like the week before the 23rd?
Yeah, we'll see.
On the 9th, or 16th or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Yep.
Nice. Don't know if you got that. I was going to say that comment from Aniso about how you hold the grind so even. Are you using a jig or you just have super steady hands?
No, it's 100% all hand done. I don't use jigs. I've got a couple of jigs in a cabinet up in the big shop that were quite expensive. And, I made less than 100 knives with the jigs. And they just you don't have any freedom. And you also can't feel. Everything I do is 100% freehand. Everything. The most rest that I use is a rest platen on my flat grinder, and that's it. And I only like when I'm doing bevels, like on the. So this has been fun, the Huntsman. So the biggest thing with the Huntsman, right, is when it lays flat on the plate. Okay, it cuts flat this way. It cuts square, right? Yeah. So I have to grind them straight down to about that point and then get the majority of my bevel, and then I will rotate the knife to where this edge is 90-degree perpendicular to the belt, because here with that this angle right here from this point to this point is about flat.
Yeah.
And the whole point of that hilt slant is so that when you're cutting with it, like a kukri, it kind of keeps pulling into the knife. Whereas if your knife was this direction, you'd keep pushing away from your material, right, when it's pointed inward, when it's slanted inward. So without having to turn this knife at an angle to do like feather sticks, then, you know, this one continues cutting. That was kind of Gabe's thought with that design, and it works really good. But yeah, Izzy's right. A line and a good steady hand. So Tim saw when he was here that I would spray the blades with layout dye, and then I use my little scribes that are the distance that I want them. Have a big magnet strip full of wing divider scribes, and they're all set to the distance that I need them to be. So
did you have to stock up on some more belts to grind out all those damn Huntsmans? That's a lot of freaking metal you're taking off there.
Yeah, it takes a while. It takes a while, and I can only heat treat 2 at a time because they heat the oil up so much. So,
yeah,
I do 2, and then I'm done. But so yeah, I grind 2 at a time too. I'll just grind 2, run them right through heat treat, and then go on about my day while those are doing their thing. There's 2 of them that are in the oven. Becca just so graciously ran out and shut off for me. So, but yeah, they take a while to grind, but they're not that bad. They're about like a walkabout, 5 or 6 inch, 6.5 inch blade. The curve is, they're a little challenging to get the distance right all the way around, and they're still a little high in this section, which is okay. But yeah, they take a while for sure.
So shout out to Mrs. Very Good Knife Company tonight. She is doing yeoman's work answering a bunch of questions for us in the chat. So thank you very much, Becca. You're doing fantastic. You can be a moderator anytime you want.
Yeah, I was going to say you got to officially mod her up on the channel so that she can put links too.
Yeah, for real.
I see Chad. Yeah, she's sitting right here in front of me, and she's after it full time. She's having a good time.
Nice.
She keeps laughing, but I don't know if she's laughing at us or what.
That's funny.
Chad's a buddy of mine from the pipe smoking community because I like to smoke pipes. And he's also a big, Very Good Knife Company fan.
Big time VGKC supporter.
Yeah, he's got a bunch of them too, man.
Lots of customs. He likes all the fancy stuff.
He likes that fat carbon. I got a fat carbon one dropping for you here soon, Chad.
Yeah.
Gotta be quick though.
Better be quick.
Only 2 of them, right?
He's quick. He's quick. That he holds the record for fastest knife sold on the drop.
Does he really?
Yeah, 40 seconds.
Damn. He probably got that one that I was trying to get.
40 seconds.
I had it.
And he was there refreshing the page when I dropped them, and I drop them at. I was
doing that on one of them. I can't remember. No, not that kind of pipes. I don't know what Chad puts in his pipe, but mine are. We're talking about Savinelli's pipe tobacco. Did you ever get that? Look at that! Look at you!
Nice.
What's up?
Yeah.
So I sent Jacob a pipe for his birthday. I think it was one
Country Gentleman.
Yeah, Missouri Meerschaum Country Gentleman.
I can't reach mine. It's on the bar, but I'm looking at it.
He liked it so much he went out and got him is that a Savinelli?
No, it's a Crown.
Hold that up again. That's pretty.
Yeah, it's not bad. This is the Jules collection from Crown. And it was a cheap pipe. It's like $35.
Is it a good smoker?
Yeah, it's pretty good. It pulls pretty light, so you got to get it warm. So
So what'll happen on those bent pipes like that? If you're smoking some of those aromatics, those flavored ones, sometimes they'll start. Have you got any of that yet?
Yeah.
Yeah, and that shit tastes nasty, bro.
Yeah, I'm not nuts about all the aromatics. My favorite is probably I don't know. I smoke more cross-eyed cricket.
That's good shit. I love the cross-eyed cricket.
Yep, that's what I puff on with my country gentleman all day in the shop.
Nice.
Yep. Yeah, it's like chewing on barbecue sunflower seeds.
Yep. Yeah. Jake likes to smoke him a cigar from time to time. You still get the monthly subscription to the cigar thing, Jake?
Yeah, monthly subscription. I'll supplement that with
Who's that to? Who's
it's through Tobacco Tactical.
Okay.
And they're opening their subscriptions back up, I think, in the next couple of weeks. So right now they're closed, but they are adding new ones every couple months. So should be open back up soon. They send you 5 a month for $45, so
nice,
pretty affordable. And then usually I don't smoke a cigar every day, maybe 20 days a month or so. So I'll supplement that with another 15 or 20.
Nice.
Chad, you gonna make some pipes? Are you pipe making now? That's pretty cool. Tac Tobacco.
Chad, man, you know what that means?
Yeah.
You're gonna be trading knives and pipes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tobacco Tactical. Seeing if I had anything nearby from them, but I don't think I do.
Yeah, I tried to get into cigars, and I don't know. I enjoy the pipe a little bit more.
Yeah,
it's a little less dedicated, I guess. Man, when you light up a big old stogie, you're in for it. If you put it out, then it's just gonna taste like shit later. So
right.
With the pipe, you can let it go out and come back to it, and it tastes exactly.
Or put less in it.
Yeah.
Or put less in it.
Yeah, just put less.
Time it out.
Yeah.
If you got 20 minutes, you just pack up 20 minutes worth.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you see Randy's comment that he has a pipe knife from Sheffield he wants to send you someday, Tim?
Oh, heck yeah. Send it to me for review. Yeah, I'd love to take a look at that, Randy.
Tony's Ponies just sent me a Sheffield Arthur Wright here.
Yeah, he's in
nice file work. He's over in Wales.
Nice.
Some really nice file work. Hopefully that's picking up on the spine here. Also sent me a Welsh keychain here.
Sweet.
Which my wife immediately tried to steal from me.
Yeah.
She might yet.
Yeah. Slippy's Slip Joint Sawyer's in Wales too.
Yeah, did you see Randy's line of merch?
No, I didn't see it.
The Walish? Here, let me pull it up 1 sec. It's a lot of fun.
That's killer.
Right? He's got some shirts, I think stickers as well with that same logo. But same colors, obviously, as the Welsh flag, but with a whale instead of that dragon.
Yeah, that's
really,
killer.
really cool.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, I'm going to have to get one of those.
For sure.
I'm also going to have to talk about where you get that hat and that you can sell for $33 because I got mine made, but mine is that Richardson with the leather patch.
Right.
And those things are not cheap. I might have to figure out just some embroidered hat that I can, you know what I mean?
I think through Creator Spring you can do it, and then you don't take the inventory either, so they're made on demand as people order them.
Yeah, there's another place called Bonfire that does that too. I don't know what kind of stuff that they use, but I did that for a while with 2 Jakes too. Same thing, you don't have to do inventory, you just put your designs on there and pick what you want to sell. You can pick all your options, and then they're made to order. So
yeah, that's where I've got my coffee cups and stuff is Creator Spring. I just think the Richardson hat with the leather patch, they're just too much, man. Nobody's and then when you have it customized, then you're looking at the cost. For me, is like $50.
Right.
Selling for 60 plus shipping. Nobody wants to pay $70.
No, hell no.
$55.70 for a freaking hat.
No, I don't know. I don't know about anybody else, but I see a hat over like $30, $40.
Yeah, $35. I'm out.
Yeah,
you know.
Exactly.
And
even if it's worth it.
Yeah, I mean, it's a hat. I've got thousands of them.
Right.
Yeah. I'm pretty into hats also. I buy a lot of hats outside of just like random. It's another thing I collect, and so I do have some hats that are like up to $100 or so, like sporting stuff where it's one-off stuff, but it's tough. It's tough sell.
These are my hats that are just sitting on my computer.
Yeah, definitely have a couple stacks like that just around the house where you just happen to take off hats.
Yeah.
And then it'll eventually tumble over and all that.
I wore a hat from the time I was walking until probably about 8 years ago or 6 years ago now, maybe. And I used to have long hair, and like that went all the way down to my belt. Now, like a long hair, like Kid Rock. Yeah, and I cut it all off when I was 16, and I was bald from then all the way up to like five or so years ago, I guess. I decided to grow hair again. I never had hair from the time I was like 17, maybe. And before then, I had long hair. So I got so tired of taking care of hair that I was cue ball bald for 10 years. And then I decided to grow hair again. And I haven't been wearing hats since I started growing hair. And I got to the point where I would wear a hat for 2 years and wear it completely out and add it to the stack. And I've got stacks like you've got, but every one of them are just tattered and worn.
Yeah.
Greasy. They ain't even the same color no more.
That's just sitting on my printer. That's sitting on top of the printer in my office. I've got stacks in the bedroom. I've got boxes full. I had to throw a whole box of baseball caps away, like 40 that were sitting they weren't in one of those plastic bins. They were just in a cardboard box from when we moved here. And I guess the humidity, they had got mold and shit all over them. And I just had to throw all of them away, like 40 of them. And some of them I was like, no, I love this hat.
That's rough.
I've got a shit ton of hats.
Yeah, I'm surprised I can still grow hair, honestly, because I wear a hat every single day. Yeah, even if I'm like dressed up going to clients, I bring a hat with me to put on after I'm done.
I do too. Yeah. Like, I work from home from this desk right here, and my wife thinks I'm funny because I wake up, take a shower, I put on a button-down shirt and everything like I'm going to work, and then I'll put on a hat. So I'll have like on a nice shirt and a hat. But when she works from home, which is just sometimes, she'll work in her pajamas, hasn't taken a shower, she's sitting on the couch with her laptop. I'm like, I can't do that, or I will not get shit done. I have to get and pretend I'm going to work, and get dressed, go to the office.
That's not me. If I'm not leaving, I'm in basketball shorts, a t-shirt, and a hat. House slippers.
There ain't nothing wrong with either. I'm like Tim though. I gotta get up and I gotta get dressed though. Look good, feel completed. I feel like it's just a step that I gotta check off every day. So but then like sometimes I'm in same thing, t-shirt, basketball shorts.
Yeah. Well, look, when my work day's done, I'm wearing lounge houseware like everybody else, but I can't work in that stuff.
Gotcha.
Then I just feel like, I'm not really working. Even though I'm sitting in front of my computer talking on the phone, am I really working if I'm not dressed? Not really. It's just one of them weird fucking things in my brain.
What's up, Dennis?
Dennis, you went tubing the other day or something. I saw Dennis tubing down the river with his Devo Stout. That shit looked nice, bro. You were just chilling out there.
Yeah.
Like actual tubing down the river?
Yeah, like
or
tubing.
Not Helen tubing?
No. What's Helen tubing?
Helen tubing is where you go tubing through Helen and on the Chattahoochee River. And, what's funny is during the peak tourist season, there's so many people that you can't even see the river. I mean, for a few miles, it's just bank to bank, as far as the eye can see, packed with tubes. But the funny thing is 80% of the tubing like the 80% of what's there to tube is just, there's so many rocks and it's so dried up now. There's half the river that used to be, and you're just walking and dragging your damn tube, and it's just it's funny.
It's too damn hot down here.
Too
I don't know
damn
where
hot.
he was. It was freaking 110 degrees, man, and 80% humidity. Nobody even wants to go outside. And the water is 80 degrees.
Nope. It's a bathtub.
Yeah. Yeah. The heat's
good.
crazy right now. Did you see that Death Valley rescue last week? Some guy went in flip-flops. He was a tourist from Denmark. He went in flip-flops and eventually took them off, and it melted all of the skin off of his feet because obviously the sand's 250 degrees.
Wow.
Yeah, crazy.
Can't fix dumbass. Can't even burn it off with hot sand.
Yeah, it's wild.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. Yeah, it looked pretty cool though. It looked relaxing, but I don't even want to go outside right now. I go outside to water my vegetables and cover them with a shade cloth because it's that freaking hot. Yeah, I'm in Northwest Florida, and I did live in Southwest Florida down in Fort Myers for a couple years, and I know exactly how it is down there, brother. Exactly.
The first thing I do in the mornings is go turn the AC on in the grinding room. Shut the doors.
Yeah.
Doesn't help.
It's pretty warm in there.
It's hot.
Yeah, I've gotten spoiled by the nest where you can just set it, so we're always set to 70 degrees, whether it's summer or winter. Set 70 degrees.
My next shop is going to be insulated and air conditioned.
Yeah. Got it.
I know exactly where you are, brother. From Cape Coral. Been there many, many times.
There ain't nothing like working in a sauna.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sucks, Jim. It's freaking hot everywhere right now, I think.
Yeah, so you just sweaty
super
and
humid
gross
too
all the time, trudging through the swamps, surveying. You know what? Surveying's great. You get to get out and do things, and then it's all good until you come up to somewhere where you're like, oh, great. Guess what? We're gonna get soaking, soggy, wet, ate up by skeeters all day.
So when you were talking about Helen Tubin, you reminded me of something. So when I was there, I was up there in Georgia at the Very Good Knife Company shop, 4th of July weekend, and I stayed in a cabin. And I mean, we were in the woods on the side of a freaking mountain, and I was steady looking for bears. I was like, I'm not going to be happy until I see a bear. And then as soon as I left, Jacob goes out there to film. I don't know if you guys have seen this.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, on the Very Good Knife Company freaking YouTube channel. Jacob goes out there to film a little quick video or something, and there's a freaking bear behind him just walking along. And I was like, holy shit. And Jacob was like, there's a bear. Yeah, just like 20 yards away from him, just right behind him.
They're everywhere. I'm surprised you didn't see, but then at the same time, that area you're in is sometimes they're there, sometimes they're not. You got to go towards the trash cans there.
Yeah,
there you'll find the bear.
There were signs on the garbage cans that said, "Don't put your trash out after 3 p.m. because it will attract the bears."
Yeah, they're there anyway.
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah, that was funny. You guys get to go watch that video if you haven't already, because it was pretty funny.
I mean, that bear was right there.
It was about 20 yards behind me, and the closest he got to me was about 20 feet. That was when I turned around and looked, because he was right behind me, and he didn't want nothing to do with me. He just walked around.
Right.
I followed him through the campground, and there was people up in the glamping tent there, which is the whole reason we were there. My wife works at the glamping place.
It looked like just like a little juvenile bear. Was it like a juvenile?
He was tiny. It's like 100 pounds, maybe.
Yeah.
He was a little dude. Yep.
Yeah,
but it's funny because when we rolled into the park, we met some of the volunteers and was like, the bears are out today, and they usually let everybody know just so you have a heads up. And they said some of the big bears were hanging around, and they just wandered down into the campgrounds, which is where this guy was. So. But when I walked down into the little tent camping area where I usually go and get my videos, I was walking down there and I was like, man, there's a bear down here. I could just feel it. I could tell. And sure as shit, I wasn't paying any attention. I looked and looked for half an hour. I was like, I bet you there's one down here. And as soon as I started filming, there he was. It was pretty good.
That's cool.
There was some kind of freaking. I'm trying to.
Nah, he wasn't out to hurt me, Anna. He just wanted to know. You know what's funny about black bears? If you don't pay them any attention, they don't. They just want you to know that they're there. Once everybody's on the same playing field, everybody knows everybody's there, then they just kind of go and do their own thing.
Right.
Yeah. I followed him through the campground. It was just letting people know, and the people that were up in the tents were up at the very top, which is where the bear walked right behind them, like 10 feet, right next to their camp, and they had kids, and they just, panic.
That's funny.
Hang on, I want to show you guys something. I saw the craziest shit the other day in my neighborhood.
Said he has no natural predators where he lives.
Yeah, there's places like that. New Zealand is like that. Is that where you're from?
We've got bears where I live, but you kind of have to go a little farther up in the woods. But there was one of these damn things just walking through the neighborhood the other day. So I live in like the suburbs. Yeah, a damn guinea fowl just walking around the neighborhood, just walking in people's yards, just doing its own thing. And I was like, what the fuck is that?
They're noisy. Everybody up here used to have them. They used to be everywhere. Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, they lay eggs and they eat ticks. They keep bugs down. They're good for chickens. They'll keep fox and stuff like that away. If you got a good flock of them, they're noisy and squawky. I've hit a few of them with vehicle. They're kind of stupid. They get in the middle of the road and you come around the corner, and you saw how the roads are here. You come around the corner, and if there's something in the road, then it's in the damn road. So nothing you can do about that.
Nothing you can do.
Yeah,
I'm glad you clarified with vehicles. I thought you were just going around punching them.
No.
We've had peacocks around lately, which definitely aren't native here.
They're noisy too.
But
oh, you got people keeping peacocks and letting them go?
Yeah, I don't know if it's intentional or not, but yeah, in our like community Facebook groups, people are posting like, "There's a peacock wandering the street."
No thanks.
Yeah, hell with that.
Noisy, messy little shitheads.
Yeah.
Oh shit, it's already 9:10. We're up against the clock, boys. All right, show us them knives one more time, and then let's get out of here. Tell everybody where to get them, when to get them, all that.
All right, you guys can get the snook at Tim's website. You guys got to go subscribe to his channel, blackwaternifeco.com. Got to subscribe. Got that. That. And that one.
Yeah. That's the one I wanted Beaver Baron to see. He likes that purple.
Yep. So
yeah, I love the purple too.
Tim's stuff. And then August 23rd on the Very Good Knife Company website, verygoodknifeco.com. We'll be dropping 20 of these, the Huntsman, in Nat, green, and black. And then hopefully, I'm going to work hard for it. Hopefully this Friday I'll be dropping a run of Wasp, single run, so one of each color, Nat, green, black, blue, red, purple. So, and then I will have a few fat carbon specials also.
Nice. Right on.
Yep. Awesome.
All right, everybody. Thanks to the moderators. Thanks to Mrs. Very Good Knife Company for being a de facto moderator tonight, along with Randy and Bluminati. You guys Randy, where can we find that merch? Through your YouTube page? Is there a link on your videos and stuff?
Yeah, I'll put if he doesn't beat me to it, I'll put a link to his Creator Spring store.
Yeah, so you guys go check that out and support Randy's WSG. Make sure you check out Very Good Knife Company. Best knife maker, American knife maker out there, in my opinion. No doubt.
Thanks for having me on, guys.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
Thanks for coming on short notice.
Absolutely.
And next week we will be over on Jake's channel. Who's our guest going to be next week?
Got Eddie from OEG EDC.
Awesome.
Knife maker out of Pennsylvania, doing fixed blades, folders, knucks, all that sort of thing. Prize, all American made as well. Does a lot of finishing stuff. So before knife work, he was doing finishing, so anodization, Cerakote, that sort of thing. So lots of cool stuff there.
Nice.
Awesome. All right, we will see you guys next week over on Jake's channel. Y'all have a good one.
Thanks, everyone.
I'm good, guys.